Today, I've not felt okay. I've felt heartache. I've had mind chatter. My brain won't seem to switch off. The past few days I've had cold symptoms and sinusy things, and I have an awareness that this has got an emotional connection, and I allow myself to be with that and care for myself and do whatever it is that I need to do. Have honey and lemon, sea moss, although I've run out, need to buy some more, but I've just not felt like I wanted to go to the shop and buy some, so I've just been doing whatever I need to do without it for now. I've got this awesome book that I've looked up where you can, about the emotions being at the root of all illness and dis-ease. And even though I intuitively know what this is about, I've had a look in my book. It's really good affirmation. So I look at the book and rest and cry and allow myself to feel the depth of the emotion that is rising within me, and just be with it, allow it, feel the rise and fall of it, the intensity of it, which seems a bit overwhelming at times, and then notice the mind chatter that happens of conditioning and things that we've been told that we should supposed to just put a face on and I'm okay and it will all be okay, which it will. It absolutely will. Feeling disappointment at myself, all sorts of stuff flooding through my mind, and then coming back to breathing into my heart, which is aching, and that's okay, and feeling, and that's really okay. Not pushing it away or asking it to be something else, or even putting labels on it, because I could do. There's a disappointment, anger, pain, but like I say, it just has risen in my body and I've allowed it to be whatever it needs to be. I messaged a beautiful friend and said that I'm having a pickly day. I feel up and down and all over the place. And that's not something that I would have done before. I pushed through or maybe not push through, but there's always just been something to do that I need to be okay for my kids, or dogs even, my lovely dogs, who all actually have helped me move through these times. But sometimes when you just need to let yourself be in that, it's difficult when there's always someone else to care for or do for or be for. So today I was given the gift of letting myself just be in whatever it is. And even though my mind was judging and busy, there's also those moments of complete release and surrender and allowing myself to be in it. And I'm sharing this now to be authentic and real, and to let whoever's listening know that we all have days like this. And I got myself dressed because I thought, I feel hungry, and also the sun's shining outside, and I think I want to go out and be in that. And the fresh air, breathe the fresh air, go and be by water. Perhaps you can hear the water now because I'm sat by the river and the sun is shining and it's beautiful. And I chucked some clothes on, and I've not put any makeup on or anything like that. Not even put a bra on. Which is not like me. I've got clothes on, but I didn't want to. My bras have felt uncomfortable lately, and I've ordered some new ones that don't have an underwire, but they haven't arrived yet. So I thought, you know what? No one cares, Caroline. No one cares. Just go and let yourself be. Walk. Be comfortable. Allow yourself to just go and be, and do what you feel is right for you right now. And even though that it feels like I'm having a pickly day, and this feels like parts of me almost are dying, if it doesn't sound too dramatic. Maybe it's parts of the old me. I know that I'm moving through a transitional phase of my life. Perhaps it's parts of me, and this is a grieving process of who I've been, to open space and for who I'm yet to become and expand into. I also have noticed that I didn't want to close down my heart. Because I know that I've done that before. And I'm okay on my own. I can do things on my own, but I want to love and be loved and feel love. So I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable in that, and letting my heart feel what it needs to feel, so that I can keep it open and be real and be me, even in my messiness, without any blame or judgment of anyone else or the circumstances, taking it as the gift that it is, to let myself feel to the depth of whatever it needs to be right now. And be in the flow of it, like the water. The sun's glistening on the water. So yeah, I'm recording this to just let you know that we all have days like this, and in allowing myself to move through this in this way, even though I don't feel okay, I know I'm okay because I'm human, and this is what I'm here to do, is to feel the joy and bliss and happiness, and to also feel the depth of pain and grief. And everything happens in cycles, hey? Whether it's the death and rebirth, perhaps. And that's apparent all around me as I sit by the water. You know, the tree that's hanging over me is bare with no leaves, but there's buds ready to bloom. But it's got to let itself be in that bareness and regeneration phase before it's ready to bloom again. And it's still beautiful. And it's still powerful. There's a seagull confirming what I'm saying. So know that it's okay to feel and be in whatever is happening for you right now. Maybe it's a transition, maybe it's a death and a grief, maybe it's even just taking the time to appreciate and be in the bliss and the joy. I know that I was listening to something last week, and it was Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up came on, and the lyrics, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. And as I was listening to it, I was thinking, yes you are, but that's all part of an experience, and it's all beautiful in its own way. We can't make promises like that because we're all human, and we all let people down or give people up or even do that to ourselves. And in that same moment, that also I felt that song could be to me. Because there's times where I feel like I've probably not been true to me, that I've let myself down, that I've deserted me. And so I rickrolled myself and in that moment realised that actually whatever it is, whether it's somebody else doing that or us doing it to ourselves, it's all perfect and divine because we're here to experience it all. And the best thing that we can do is just allow ourselves to do that without judgment. lean into it all, appreciate it all. And on my way down here, where I am now, I walked along the river, and just at a point where I was messaging my friend, or actually I was listening to her response, and a robin, in fact there were two to start with, and then one flew away, but one was so close to me, and it just sat, and then it hopped along and walked with me, of that reassurance that even in this discomfort today, that it's all okay. And maybe had I not had this day, I may not be sharing this right now, and maybe in me recording this and being vulnerable and authentic in what I'm moving through may be helpful to you who's listening right now, because it's all okay. This morning I wrote a poem, because even in my discomfort saw 11/11, and it's the 1st of February, and a poem flowed in seeing the signs of that. And I don't really know its significance right in the moment, but for me, those synchronicities and those things that we notice, the robin, the nudging to reach out to a friend and just be authentic and real in that, and saying I'm having a shit day, I'm feeling big today. But you know what? I love big too. In fact, I love enormously. So perhaps, the discomfort or dis-ease or pain, that's going to be big too, because my heart is that big. But it's all okay, whatever it is and whatever it looks like. So know that you're okay, just as you are, in your perfect, beautiful all-togetherness, and in your perfect, beautiful messiness. Obviously, a message for myself, as well as for you who's listening. So I'm sending you a huge hug wherever you are. And I'm smiling as I say it, because I know that I'm okay. Keep being you. And know that whatever that looks like is always okay. Huge love.